That's yours. All right.
That's your coffee.
That's my tea.
That's your tea.
That's my tea.
Coach, obviously,
That's drink, yeah.
Coach, obviously, 39 points for the Pelicans the first quarter. What did you like about that defensive activity kind of going on starting in that second quarter?
Well, it started the second unit for a 4-minute stretch was terrific with their multiple efforts and kind of changed the energy of the game. And then the last 3 minutes of the half, when the starters came back in, really handled it appropriately. Making a bunch of efforts. Bam was sensational defensively. D. Mitch was all over the place. I think I had Pella in during that time too, and Pella he's the human bruise, with all of his activity, and that just carried over to the second half. So before that, I wasn't thrilled with our defense. There was a couple of explosions there, but I loved the offense. The ball was really moving. I thought guys were sharing the ball. It was a fun half offensively, but the defense was much better in the second half.
After tonight, you're probably at or right at the league lead in turnovers forced over the last 10 games or so. How much of that is the teams you've been playing? How much of it do you see as meaningful change in activity levels?
It's probably a little bit of both. Both things are probably true on that, but that is and has to be our identity. We have to play with a recklessness and activity level that exceeds our opponent. And that's not to put down our talent level or anything like that. It's more about we look different when we're flying around and making plays and making it tough for the opponent. We're not a toe-to-toe team, per se. But we can get teams uncomfortable if everybody's committed to those kind of efforts. What do you think about that, Bill?
I'm not going to say anything.
You talk about guys being ignitable. Norm tonight with 9 threes.
Yeah.
How much of that was just kind of on display, and just the 12 3-point attempts too?
Yeah.
How much did you kind of like that?
Shoot, on a night like this, he should have had 18 attempts, right? But what's funny about that is, as we're getting to know him, what jerseys are you guys wearing? They're front runners. They were wearing their Mitchell jerseys.
I was wearing a Mitchell jersey.
Yeah, okay, and they changed to Powell jerseys. I almost didn't put him back in the game yesterday, and then, probably wouldn't even think about playing him tonight, but he looked me dead in the eye and said, "You can trust me." So he's earning some trust there, from him knowing his body better than anybody else. But I thought his activity level was really good tonight. I don't know how many deflections he had, but, when it ever seemed like they had an advantage or something, he was popping the ball loose, and he just had a great knack for that tonight, in which we need that, from everybody. All right.
With Myron getting...
Brady, you got this one for Dante?
Yeah, if you can answer. What are your thoughts on Myron? Just kind of getting into the rotation and kind of the energy that he's brought us. What have you liked, I guess, from that?
I like Myron's energy. He's growing on me. He's growing on the staff, the players in the locker room. I love his personality. It's always alive in the locker room when he's around, and it's from a pure place. He's a high energy guy. He's a likable guy. He works his tail off. But you get to this point in the season in January too. You need guys like that are just electric with their energy. The details and all that stuff. He's getting better. We're hammering home all the discipline and the details. He's coachable. So I've been encouraged the last 2 nights, even the minutes he had at the end of the game last night.
Eric, Nico had a couple of drives to the basket right when he came in, and that seemed to set up the 3.
Yeah.
After that, is that the aggressiveness that you want him to play with?
Yeah.
I think that says it, right? Yeah, I agree, too. I agree with that. Yes, he is one of these multi-skilled players, so that it's always a fine dance. Because you can't predetermine.
Yeah.
You can't. But I think Nico's at his best when he's aggressive, and touching the paint, dropping his shoulder, and then, yes, he's a very good shooter, particularly on drive and kicks, but also you can't predetermine. So that's part of his growth too. The next opponent might be a little bit different. But he's gaining more confidence with that. Also, as he's getting healthier, I think his drives and attacks are a little bit more of the better call. This is kind of digressing now, guys. All right, you ready? All right, you have anything else? Dante, you want to say something?
No!
Okay. All right, let's go. All right. Say thank you.
Fine. Thank you.
No, just say thank you. All right. Say
Does that actually work?
yeah.
Hey, yo.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
Bye-bye.
All right.